Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing something that you will rarely ever find on YouTube. We're going to be live trading, and I'm going to be live trading the chart that you see on your screen right now. I'm going to be live trading GBP and ZD. This is a live market. We're not in replay mode. As you can see, it would be blue if it was in replay mode, but we're not in replay mode. So let me just close that. You can see it's a live market. If I go to like the 1 second time frame, you can see it's fluctuating, right? I'm not trying to fake anything. This is a live market and we're going to break it down right now. The reason for this video is because although I haven't necessarily got messages telling me that people are doubting SMC, I've just seen a few videos online. I'm not going to name names or anything, and you may have seen these videos as well, but there are a few videos on YouTube saying SMC isn't what it claims to be. You know, getting 40, 50 R, 60 R runners is impossible, things of that nature. First of all, it's not impossible because the video just before this one was a 50 R trade that I broke down. So it's not impossible, but I just want to show sort of in this video live trading that can potentially help you in your decision on whether or not you want to move away from retail and start to move into something like SMC, something that's more edge based, something that gives you a higher risk reward and things of that nature. But yeah, what I'm going to look to do today is I'm going to look to short GBP and ZD. GBP and ZD, you can see, just tapped into a lovely area of supply. This area of supply right here, market tapped into that supply and has sort of been consolidating now for a little while. If I zoom out and I go on to, I think it was the daily, yep, the market tapped into a daily area of supply here. From that point, we got a Wyckoff distribution. So buyers leave the market, sellers enter the market. So now I'm thinking, from this point, we can potentially get in on a nice lower time frame confirmed entry to take the market lower to a minimum of potentially these relative equal lows, and then potentially even this low right here, because this is something I would call a weak low. Not necessarily this low, however, this low down here is something that I would call a weak low. I went through what weak low is in the last video, so I'm not going to go through it in this video too much. But yeah, if I go down now to the lower time frames, what you'll notice is that the market actually just tapped into demand. This would suggest that buyers are in control. So what I'm waiting for the market to do is I'm waiting for the market to fail this demand, right? So I'm waiting for the market to break below this demand, hence why I have an alert just below that area of demand. When that happens, I'm going to look for some sort of supply that the market left behind just before it broke below this low. And I'm going to look to set limits at that point, and we're going to look to target those areas that I just outlined. So it's a fairly simple trade. I'm going to summarize now quickly by going on to the higher time frames and doing like a top-down analysis. On the higher time frames, you can see quite clearly market is starting to go bearish. We've had the market go from forming higher highs to start forming lower highs and lower lows, suggesting that we're about to enter into a downward trending market. We also just had the market take liquidity. So we had this illiquidity right here. Market took that liquidity out and then broke below a significant low, a previously protected low, suggesting now that trend has turned bearish. Then what we had was we had the market form a lower high. So not only did we have a lower low down here compared to this, so this was the previous low, we then had a lower low. We also had a lower high, so this was the previous high, then a lower high. Then what we had was we had the market tap into a previous area of daily supply. So that shows me potentially now the market has moved from respecting demand to respecting supply, if that makes sense. So from this point, we had a nice little move to the downside, right? We had the market sort of change momentum. We had the market go from buyers being in control to sellers being in control. You can see supplies being respected multiple times, right? So supply is definitely in control at this point. So what I'm thinking now is from this point, from this area of supply that I've just marked out, we're going to look to get in on a lower time frame confirmed entry, and we're going to look to target weak lows and areas of liquidity. But yeah, that's GBP and ZD, a fairly simple setup, nothing complicated about it. I'll update you guys as the trade triggers and as we get more of the confirmation that we need. But yeah, I'm going to cut now to when we actually get the confirmation, and I'll update you guys when the trade triggers and things like that.
2 hours later.
Hello everyone. This is 2 hours, I think, after the previous clip. I don't know when I last filmed that last clip. The time now is 7:15, London time that is. And what's happened is, I mean, basically exactly what I said would happen happened. So this was the demand that I was looking at. If I go to the 5 minute, because that was the time frame I was on before. We were looking at this demand. I waited for this demand to fail. The market then left behind this area right here. So you see area of supply, clean area of supply, has that engulfing candle, has the break of structure, has everything that I look for, and you could have got an entry at this point. And that's exactly what I said. If you literally scroll back like 10, 20, 30 seconds, I said this is exactly what I would look for to happen, and that's exactly what happened. Unfortunately, I didn't get that entry because I was out. But you know, I could very easily now cop out and say what I said would happen happened. SMC works. Don't listen to anyone else. But I'm not gonna do that. That's the cheap option. What I'm gonna look to do is I'm gonna look to get another entry. I actually didn't get this entry, so this would be my first entry. And I'm gonna look to get an entry from this 2-minute area of supply right here. It's as confluenced as the previous zone. It broke structure below lows here. Has a little bit of imbalance to fill. So I have now set limits at this point, and we'll see what happens. And so yeah, that's what I'm looking to do now.
The next day.
Hello everyone. I don't know when I filmed the last update, but the time now is it's the 17th of June, so it's the next day, and it's 2:24, my bad. And yeah, the trade's in profit. And this again is a live market. We're not trying to fake anything here. You can see market is floating, things of that nature. If I go back, you can play this video back, and I said that I was going to be shorting from this 2-minute area of supply. And exactly what I said would happen, happened, right? We came into the Asia range. Of course, I have a whole video on the Asia range. It'll be in the top right corner of the video if you want to go watch that. But basically, we know that when the Asia range forms, we expect for the Asia low to be taken and then the Asia high to be taken. The market to tap into either supply or demand zone, and then from that point to sell off. And that's exactly what's happened on this beautiful trade on GBP/NZD. You can't say I didn't call it. And yeah, fully documented, fully live. I'm going to put my MetaTrader 5 entry up on the screen right now. Just show you that I actually took it. You can see it's on the screen right now. And yeah, you could probably tell my energy is a little bit lower since I've just woken up. But yeah, don't listen to these people that are telling you SMC doesn't work. It works. It's been working for 1.5 years now that I've been trading it, right? It works right now. You've seen it in this video that it works. So the truth on SMC, right, is that it works. You can be profitable. And the figures that gurus and people show you online, although they aren't typical, they are possible. So when I hit a 50R trade, I'm not hitting 50R trades every day. I'm hitting 50R trades once every 6 months. But when I hit it, it's a massive trade, and I am, of course, going to show off. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to waffle on too much. Beautiful trade. You've seen the process from start to finish, and now you can make your decision. If you want to join the group so you can get signals like this, not only just join for signals, but if you also want to learn from me, learn from the other 3,400 members in the group. You also want a course. You also want 2 weekly 2-hour recordings. We have a call on Wednesdays and a call on Sundays. Each of those are 2 hours long, where you can ask me questions. I'll break down any pairs that you have. You know, you'll get everything that you will need. It's a support system that will help you excel, I should say. All for the small price of £100 or $140. That is the cheapest SMC community in the industry. You can do your own research. Of course, I suggest you do, in fact. Go do your own research. Watch a couple of videos from other people, right? Either it's a monthly thing where they're charging you $140 a month, or it's way more than $140 if it's a one-time fee. Ours is a one-time fee. You'll get a course and you'll get access to the Discord group. So it's the cheapest SMC community, hence why we have the largest SMC community in the world. And if you want to join, we welcome you with open arms, and we want to have you in the group so that we can see you excel and become an amazing trader. But yeah, that's all to say on the topic here. You've seen it live. I could easily keep recording this video and sort of update you guys when the trade hits take profit 1, take profit 2. But our point has been proven, right? We were triggered. We're in profit now. What's this? We're in profit. Right now, we're only in profit about 2R. But my point has been proven. The analysis worked, and now we're in profit. And of course, I could sort of show you the risk to reward that goes and hits, but you can go and do your own research. You can see the entry price. Everything's on the screen right now. Go on TradingView, open a new tab, and see how it went, and you'll be able to see. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you all for staying till the end, and I can't wait to see you all in the mentorship group.